Hello friends. Welcome back to Ace Wisdom. You know what's interesting? Silence speaks volumes, especially when it's born from strength rather than weakness. When you choose to go silent, it's not just a withdrawal. It's a powerful statement that can rattle the very foundations of your relationships. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Those who adopt avoidant behaviors often construct their lives around a fortress of fear, relying on distance as a defense mechanism against vulnerability and connection. But when you decide to step back and embrace your silence, you disrupt their familiar patterns and challenge their status quo. Your silence is not just an absence. It's a bold act of self-preservation and clarity. It forces those who may take you for granted to confront the truth of their own actions. They may think they've mastered the art of emotional detachment, but your choice to go quiet is like pulling the rug out from under them. It's not the mystery they hoped for. It's the unexpected twist in a script they thought they knew by heart. As Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, wisely noted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your response to their avoidance can be a powerful catalyst for change, not just for you, but for them as well. So, why do avoidants often come back after you decide to go silent? It's a complex dance of emotions, where fear, insecurity, and a deep-seated desire for connection collide. They may initially seem aloof and unbothered, but deep down they're grappling with a whirlwind of feelings, from confusion to longing. Your absence becomes a mirror reflecting their fears, pushing them to confront the very things they've been avoiding all along. They might realize that your silence forces them to look inward, provoking self-reflection in ways they didn't anticipate. Before we dive into the 5 compelling reasons grounded in Stoic wisdom that illuminate this paradox, I want to encourage you to take a moment to reflect. Think about your own truth and the power it holds. If this resonates with you, I invite you to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights like this. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your personal mantra when it comes to dealing with avoidance? Share it in the comments, and let's start a meaningful conversation. Remember, your journey is unique, and owning your truth can transform not only your experiences, but also the dynamics of your relationships. Now, let's unravel these 5 reasons and discover how silence can shift the dynamics in relationships with avoidance in profound ways. Let's get started. Stay focused. Reason 1. The space for reflection. When you go silent, you create a space that allows both you and the avoidant to reflect on the relationship without the usual emotional noise. Avoidants often fear intimacy and vulnerability, so when they sense that you've stepped back, it can trigger a moment of introspection. In this quietude, they may start to question their own feelings and the dynamics of the relationship. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of reflection. He believed that self-examination leads to greater understanding and wisdom. By going silent, you give the avoidant the chance to confront their own emotions, something they often avoid in the hustle and bustle of constant interaction. This space can serve as a mirror, reflecting their actions, feelings, and the potential consequences of their behavior. During this time apart, they might start to realize the value of your presence and the emotional connection you shared. They may ponder what it would mean to lose you for good. This introspection can lead to a shift in their perspective, prompting them to come back and engage in the relationship again, this time with a greater awareness of what they truly want. So, When you step back and embrace silence, remember that you're not just creating distance, you're also inviting reflection. This moment of quiet can be powerful for both of you, potentially leading to growth and a deeper understanding of each other. It's a chance for them to reassess their feelings and recognize the importance of the bond you share, which might just bring them back into your life, ready to communicate more openly. What do you think? Have you experienced this reflection in your own relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're just getting started on this journey of understanding avoidance and the complexities of love. Reason 2. The fear of loss. Another compelling reason avoidants tend to come back after you go silent is the deep-rooted fear of loss that often lies beneath their seemingly indifferent exterior. Although they may project an air of aloofness, many avoidants struggle with an intense fear of being abandoned or rejected. When you withdraw, it can trigger this fear, leading them to realize just how much they value your presence in their lives. Philosopher Seneca taught that fear is a natural part of the human experience, urging us to confront it rather than let it control us. When you go silent, you inadvertently highlight what they stand to lose: your companionship, support, and the emotional connection that may have felt safe to them, even if they didn't fully embrace it. This awakening can be disconcerting for them, as it challenges their instinct to avoid vulnerability and intimacy. In this state of fear, the avoidant may find themselves grappling with the reality of potential loss. They may start to recognize that their defense mechanisms, which they thought were serving them well, are actually creating a void in their lives. This realization can be enough to push them to reach out, not only to reconnect, but also to confront their fear of losing you for good. It's essential to understand that this fear of loss doesn't mean they will suddenly transform into a secure partner overnight. However, it does indicate that your absence has made an impact, prompting them to reconsider their approach to the relationship. They might come back not just out of guilt, but out of a genuine desire to maintain the connection they once took for granted. So, if you're navigating a relationship with someone who tends to avoid emotional closeness, remember that your silence can serve as a catalyst for their fear of loss to surface. This fear might just lead them back to you with a newfound appreciation for what they have, and hopefully a willingness to engage more honestly moving forward. What's your take on the fear of loss in relationships? Have you seen this play out in your own experiences? Share your insights in the comments. And if you're finding value in this discussion, hit that like button and subscribe for more enlightening content on navigating complex relationships. Reason 3. The desire for control. Another significant reason avoidants may come back after you go silent is their underlying desire for control in relationships. Avoidants often feel a strong need to maintain autonomy and manage their emotional boundaries. When you withdraw your presence, it disrupts their sense of control over the situation, leaving them feeling uncertain and anxious. In his writings, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. When you go silent, you shift the dynamic, making them feel less in control of the relationship. This sudden unpredictability can create discomfort, prompting them to reach out to regain that sense of control. They might seek to re-establish communication, not only to manage the situation, but also to understand your feelings and intentions. In doing so, they may realize they have to engage more genuinely, which can lead to a deeper connection. Reason 4. The intrigue of uncertainty. Uncertainty can be a powerful motivator for avoidance, and your silence creates an atmosphere of intrigue that can draw them back to you. Avoidants often thrive in familiar patterns, but when you go silent, you introduce an element of unpredictability into their lives. This disruption can pique their curiosity and lead them to wonder what's going on with you. The Stoics believed that curiosity is a form of wisdom, urging individuals to question and reflect on their experiences. Your absence can prompt avoidants to question their own feelings and the dynamics of the relationship. They might start to wonder if they misread your intentions or if they underestimated the depth of your connection. This intrigue can compel them to reach out, driven by a desire to reconnect and unravel the mystery of your silence. This process can be enlightening for both of you. As they explore their feelings, they might also recognize the importance of emotional vulnerability and intimacy, leading to healthier communication in the future. Reason 5. The opportunity for growth. Finally, one of the most transformative reasons avoidants may come back after you go silent is the opportunity for personal growth. Silence can create a space for both partners to reflect on their needs, desires, and emotional patterns. For avoidants, this period of introspection can prompt them to confront their fears and limitations, ultimately leading to growth. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius emphasized, adversity can be a catalyst for personal development. When you withdraw, avoidants may be forced to face their emotional challenges head-on. They might realize that their avoidance behaviors are hindering their happiness and that they need to adapt to maintain meaningful relationships. This self-discovery can lead them back to you, motivated by a desire to grow and engage in a healthier way. In this light, your silence is not just a retreat. It becomes an opportunity for both of you to explore what a more authentic relationship could look like. They may return with a newfound appreciation for emotional connection and a commitment to fostering a deeper bond. And there you have it, friends. Those were 5 reasons why most avoidants come back after you go silent. It's fascinating to see how taking a step back can create space for growth and reflection, not just for you, but for them as well. Remember, it's not just about their return. It's about recognizing your own worth and the power of your silence. As we learned today, when you prioritize your own well-being, you create an environment where healthy connections can thrive, or where you can see more clearly who truly values you. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Embracing this mindset empowers you to navigate relationships with greater clarity and intention. You're not just waiting for someone to come back. You're actively choosing the best path for yourself, regardless of what others do. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content designed to help you reclaim your power and understand the complexities of relationships. And don't forget to share your thoughts below. What resonated with you the most? Let's keep the conversation going and support one another on our journeys toward healthier connections. Thank you for being part of the Ace Wisdom community. Until next time, remember, your peace is your priority and your journey is yours to navigate. Stay strong.